can't believe it. I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it, but I gotta. Where's my tape? Her last show was last week. And I'm supposed to just be happy about that. I'm not. Not pleased. I'm sick and sad and crying for the last week because their last show was last Friday. And I mean, I knew it was coming months ago. But it was only made real a week ago. Now it's just horrible. So I have to go and do this now. Because how else am I supposed to move on? If I can just find a marker. Is it 13 to 1 or 1 to 13? Well, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier of the Black Creatures, and welcome to another episode of Thirsty Thursday. Last week, we had the great fortune to play with Lovergurl for their last show ever. I'm out of Kleenex, so I don't have any more time to cry. I decided that instead of talking about why Lovergurl's so dope, because they just are, and I mean, no one in the Midwest can do tropical feminist punk like them. I don't know who's going to fill that hole in my heart, but I digress. I'm going to do a list of my top 13 Lovergurl songs, because 10 was not enough, and this is a number that I'm going to use. So here we go. Let's just get right into it. Honestly, I'm already getting a little confused. So, let's do this. Because I don't know anything about anything. Worst. So, 13... gonna be the best, going down to 1 where 1 is the worst. I don't know why I didn't go from 1 to 13 or why these numerical values are supposed to attribute to how I feel about things, but this is how lists work, and they've been doing it like this for millennia. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Let's start with Catcalling at a Red Light. Catcalling at a red light. Not your mother, not your daughter, not your sister, not your wife. I love that song, and so it's going right up at 10, you might think? No, not at 10. Right at 13. Right there. Right at 13. Selfish Lover, trying to get into my covers. Yes, I like that song, and I definitely wanted to get under my covers. It's probably going to go somewhere near 12, which is right next to 13. That's where it's going to go. Selfish. Where do I don't want to... This is Catcalling at a Red Light. This is Selfish Lover. Status quo about perpetuating the patriarchy and other systems that continue to harm women every day. How could you not love a song about that? How could I not? And if I didn't love a song like that, I probably would be holding up the status quo. At the very least, you can appreciate what these young women are trying to do with their music. And for that, it has to go up somewhere pretty high, like next to 13 as well. I'm already sick of Lovergurl not being a band. That's why I have a stuffed and runny nose and all these coughing fits. Next to go on my top 13 Lovergurl songs is My Body from their album The President is a Sex Offender, which is also a true fact. The song is from their album and The President is a Sex Offender. And for going on an album with such an awesome title that's also very true, it has to go somewhere up with its cousins of great songs. So, Catcalling at a Red Light, Selfish Lover, Status Quo, My Body. We have a few spots at 13, so I guess I'll have to fill up this, below 13. Next is La Problema. I love this song. It's a song about standing up for an ideology that hurts the people that the ideology is supposed to represent and being a part of the problem rather than the solution. And I like, the meta-ness of songs like that. Many type of media that's just has that kind of awareness that calls for people to have awareness. So, it's probably up there with the best, I would say that. As you can see, as I was running out of space, I decided I'm gonna have a lot more top best Lovergurl songs. So I changed number 12 to 1 plus 12. So it's 13, but it's also 1 plus 12. But it's also 13. So I have more room to work with, because I know I'm gonna have a few more, just a few more best Lovergurl songs. Next, we have Oh No. A favorite of mine, in that it also talks about awareness, but in a retroactive kind of way. It's not, bad to discover something about someone after the fact. Also, it's usually, and more often, their fault if, in this context, they turned out to be a misogynist. So, this song is gonna go right at 1 plus 12 for being just a cool song about the discovery of someone's poor judgment in life and poor character traits and things they need to unlearn. And also being aware of one's position in that situation and seeking to not fall under such a guise of charisma or something. Also, it's very catchy, and that's an important part of music. So, next on the list of my top 13 Lovergurl songs is Prospect, which is such a hype jam. It's so dope, and I thoroughly recommend it. It literally makes it onto the top 13 anyway for being as dope as it is, by its own merits of dopeness. So just for that, it's going right next to Oh No in the 1 plus 12 bracket, which is just 13 extended. We have more songs to go through, so next is Rebel. Rebel? Wait. Is it Rebel or Rebel? Oh my god. I actually don't know. Hey Siri. Is it Rebel or Rebel?
Okay, I found this on the web for Is It Rebel or Rebel? Check it out.
Okay, so you can be a rebel. A rebel is someone who acts to rebel. Okay, so it's just the noun and the verb. Anyway, for making me think that hard, and I learned something, rebel or rebel is going to write in 1 plus 12 for teaching me something. I like learning. And Lovergurl, I know that some of y'all are teachers. I think one of the 3 is teachers, and so you are doing an amazing job. Thank you. Next up is David Baby, which is a really fun song. I really like that chorus. David Baby. And then I don't remember the rest of the words because there's a lot of songs here, and it's a lot of words in every song, but I like it. It's fun, and I love the chorus. That hook got me hooked. I'm gonna put it right in 1 plus 12 because I have the room to do that. And do you know why I have the room to do that? Well, it's because, I'll tell you, it's because this is now no longer in 11. Flashback. Now we're back in normal time. This is now XIII, which is the Roman numeral for 13. So it's the same as 1 plus 12, but it's different. And it's the same as 13, but it's also different. But they're the same. But they're different. But they're also the same. Next. I don't remember the name of this song because the album came out just last week. Oh, Cannibal. CANNIBAL. Now that I have more room to work with these numbers that are all different but also the same, I can put Cannibal right here. Right here. It's physically below Oh No and Catcalling at a Red Light, but its value is the same as all of these songs. Next, we got the one about moms. I feel like I've got to put this one, somewhere with good intention. So I'm gonna slap this bad boy or girl right up here. Roman numeral 13. So next we've got Bad Fad, which I'm suddenly realizing I mixed some of the themes up. I got some of the themes confused with La Problema. Now, La Problema is still about accountability in one's position in both misogyny, patriarchy, and society at large, but not in the same way that Bad Fad does, where Bad Fad is more about, your actions and how they still may perpetuate misogyny in a way that's harmful to people who are usually or likely to be at the bottom rung of society still. So like buying a shirt that's made in a country where women are treated even worse, and that shirt saying the future is female. So both great songs and both reasonable ideas to put into music so that, we can think about and talk about these kinds of things. And for that, La Problema stays at 13. Bad Fad lives there as well. Under a different name, though it is the exact same. But it's different. But it's the same. Even your uncle. I certainly enjoy this song because, much like Lovergurl, I also don't like cops. So, I think that's reasonable enough to throw in with the rest of its high-ranking family. Put it right here in the Roman numeral 13 spot. Now that's catcalling at a red light, selfish lovers, status quo, my body, la problema, oh no, prospect, rebel, David baby, cannibal, the one about moms, bad fad, and even your uncle on my top 13 Lovergurl songs because I couldn't find any more songs after this one. And it looks like 2, 3, 4, 5. There are only 13 songs anyway. Y'all can check out Lovergurl on Spotify and Bandcamp and Facebook and Instagram on the links below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to quench your thirst every Thursday. I'm Xavier of the Black Creatures. See y'all next week. I wonder if I can just erase this part, because there's no bad Lovergurl songs.